End of the year is always about new things, goals, looking forward to next year, but never about reflection. And I thought, why not reflect on this year? By making this a movie! Okay, we start off at the top of the Premier League standings where Liverpool are easily blowing away with the title. Arsenal fans, hey, at least you weren't top of Christmas this year, but damn, Salah's going crazy. I mean, the whole Liverpool team is going crazy. Like, they are hard stop. First in the Premier League, first in the Champions League standings. Oh wait, and by the way, Champions League standings are one of the most random things we've seen of all time. We have Aston Villa in the top 8. Madrid and Man City barely qualified for the playoffs. Barcelona is comfortably lapping Real Madrid in La Liga. I mean, Rafinha's having a Ballon d'Or level season. Lamine Yamal is just doing his own thing, just the side character. Pedri's going crazy. Syria, Napoli surprisingly is first. McTominay leaves Man United and becomes inherits Maradona's powers, I guess. And I didn't talk about Bayern or PSG because their league is just, yep. Now it's time for the playoffs, a new format added by the Champions League to make it more interesting. And not gonna lie, it kind of cooked. We get Man City and Madrid. Yes, the two underwhelming teams from the Champions League so far. We see them battling it out. Two must enter, one must leave. Well, let's see who gets this going. Erling Haaland scores, then Mbappe scores, trying to do like a high five celebration mid-air. But anyways, Erling Haaland scores in the 80th minute. It's over, right? Game's done. They enter the Bernabeu. Yeah, Kylian Mbappe just dunked on every single person's head. Everyone talking about, oh, he's a wash signing. Oh, he's a failed Ronaldo. Oh, he's a flop. Flop what? Hat-trick in the Champions League? Yeah, wrap it up. So Madrid finally make it through to the Champions League knockout stage where they face, of course, another familiar opponent, Atletico Madrid. Heading into match day 23 in the Premier League, Tottenham Hotspur sit at, oh, you thought I was going to say 4? Not 10. 15th. Yes, they were 2 positions away from relegation. I mean, these guys had Harry Kane. They have Heung-min Son. How is this happening? And right above them, Man United. As if it couldn't get any worse. And on the other side, why is Bournemouth 7th? And why is Nottingham Forest 3rd? What kind of... The only thing that remained constant was Liverpool just absolutely blowing by. Heading into match day 23, a 9-point lead against Arsenal, who were in second, as always. Benfica, Barcelona. It was just another routine game. Barcelona cruising through the round of 16. But it was the last group stage game. And so now it's Barcelona 1, Benfica 4. How the heck are they coming back from this? We also had a final in March. Yes, in March. We had the Carabao Cup final between Newcastle and red hot, like they named the Reds, Liverpool. Isak really dropped the coldest celebration of the year on the biggest stage in his club's history, ending their 70-year domestic draw for a trophy. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna stay here for a while. First leg, Alisson heroics manages to stop PSG's countless waves of attack. And second leg, Dembele equalizes to level it 1-1 at the end of regulation time. We go to penalties. Yeah, Darwin Nunes. I mean, after that performance, personally, I'm just shipping you to Saudi because that's the only way I'm getting my investment back. £80 million for that, and then Usman Dembele really trolling Liverpool players. Nah, Dembele, bro, there were too many funny picks this year. I can't even lie, but yeah, Liverpool lose the final and get knocked out of the Champions League. Now, from the rest of the round of 16 results, Real Madrid barely, and I mean barely, beat Atletico thanks to some controversial ish drama. I mean, these guys are not escaping, and they're not even trying to escape the ref allegations. Like, look how the team was celebrating after the penalty shootout. First off, and the main one, Arsenal Real Madrid. Madrid are barely escaping these games, and Arsenal are low key cooking. They welcome Real Madrid to the Emirates, which everyone says should be the blowout of dreams. I mean, we're talking about 3-0, 4-0, Arsenal getting booed off their home stadium. And then Declan Rice answers the chat.
Squad them. And they feel like they can rise.
Declan Rice's whole PR from last season. Don't get me wrong, he's a great player, but those two free kicks boosted his transfer market value to like 50 mil. Cause ain't no way. To be fair, they were good, and Courtois is no slouch. But anyways, first leg, Arsenal beat Real Madrid 2-0 off just Bernabeu. Remontada. Shut up, bro. Arsenal completely dunked on Madrid, sending them home at home in embarrassing fashion. I mean, we got Martinelli scoring, but okay, I guess. Martinelli scored, and Arsenal are through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Barca nearly fumbled a 3-0 lead, but luckily they won 5-3 and headed on to their semi-final. Their first one in like 6, 7 years. But yeah, PSG beat Aston Villa 5-4 in what was supposed to be a regular tie, but turned out to be one of the more underrated ones from last season.
A few moments later.
In other news, though, just like I said, the last like 15 minutes, Liverpool dominated Prem, easily won the Premier League title. Golden Boot, Mo Salah. Best player, Mo Salah. Most assists, Mo Salah. I mean, it was just him carrying that team. 32 goals, 20 assists, if I'm not wrong. He was cooking. And then you go off to Syria, Napoli, Scotty McTominay, Scotty McSauce, McTominay with the sauce. Leaves Man United, becomes Napoli's savior. Ligue 1, PSG, no surprise. Bundesliga, Bayern, no surprise. La Liga, though, we got to backtrack to a few weeks before the final match day, where we have El Clasico, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Madrid win, and it's a bit closer for the title race. If they lose, title race done. Let's go home. First off, let me get a huge shout out to our man of the match referee because some of the decisions he made, holy cow. But anyways, Mbappe scores a penalty early in the game. Mbappe scores again thanks to Barcelona's efficiently working all throughout the season high line, as we will get to shortly. Mbappe 2, Barcelona 0. What the heck is going on?
Oh, yeah. Lamin, Yamal, uno, nueve.
Yup, Real Madrid genuinely just suck. Rafinha, Lamine, Eric Garcia, and the score is 3-2. Mbappe scores one back, but it's too late. Real Madrid lose, and Barcelona seal the La Liga title in emphatic style. They did not lose a single game against Madrid. Crystal Palace against Manchester City. The odds for this game were as good as the sun shining in the nighttime. It was guaranteed. And then Eze enters the chat. Yep, Crystal Palace really beat Man City. The other cup competition, the Copa del Rey. Enter in the chat once again. Barcelona, Real Madrid. Match kicks off. Barcelona up to a 2-0 lead. It is like, how bad can it possibly get? Mbappe gets subbed on, and what? The game suddenly changes. It's 2-2, going to overtime. Overtime, over down, over for Real Madrid. Kunde scores a header. GG's. 4 games, 4 beatings against Real Madrid. Barcelona just won the domestic treble. Now we go to the Champions League semifinals. Sit down, folks. This one was crazy. First off, Arsenal PSG. Arsenal welcomed PSG to the Emirates, same way they welcomed Real Madrid. PSG score first thanks to Ousmane Dembele. I mean, this whole season he's been cooking, so it's not even a surprise. PSG take 1-0 lead back to the Parc des Princes. Arsenal come to the Parc des Princes, enter Donnarumma. Because this guy was not like, bro. I have seen the clips of this guy denying Saka in the Euros. PSG score again. GG's. They are back to the Champions League final for the first time since 2020. What the heck? This guy makes zero sense, bro. Because at this time, he is 17 years old. And the question around the world is this: what were you doing when you were 17? Second leg kicks off and Inter are taking the game to Barcelona. And quickly, Lautaro Martinez opens the scoring. Next up, Inter score again, 2-0. Going into halftime, it is not looking too good for Barcelona. Then, all of a sudden, Barcelona takes score one. They score another one. Wait. This cannot be happening. La Remontada, again, in the Champions League by Barcelona. Then, 86th minute, Pedri plays a perfect ball to Rafinha. Rafinha shoots, saved by someone. Rebound, goal. It is 3-2 to Barcelona. Bro, they're the best team in the world. They won 3 trophies already. Just wrap it up. Wrap it up. And then, so yes, we have a goal to extra time in the Champions League semi-final. And somehow they did it. Inter Milan beat Barcelona in what was dubbed and is still the game of the year. 2-0 to 3-2 to Inter winning. Like, what? So we have our Champions League final. Paris Saint-Germain versus Inter Milan. Enough talking. Let's get into it.
And Gustavo Fring of Los Pollos Hermanos.
How many times would they say I'm the smoothest? Truth is I never not moved this way. My trench coat leather, my shoes are suede. Beg you don't step on my pumas, babe. Walk ages in these trainers, but I ain't tripped when they losing faith. You know I've been tested without a question why they on net doing Q&A. She say I'm a son of a...
But everyone dubbed this PSG team one of the better ones because unlike their counterparts of Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, Cavani, Di Maria, Beckham, Zlatan, Ibrahimovic, you all know the players. This team played as a team. That's literally all it was. And so I don't know if you could say money doesn't buy happiness because PSG did spend money on this team, but hey, PSG win the Champions League. They're the best team in the world. Ousmane Dembele all of a sudden is a Ballon d'Or favorite? Huh? But those weren't the only finals going on. On the other side, we had the Europa League final between Manchester United and Tottenham. Yes, the same teams that were fighting for relegation a few weeks prior. They are playing for a spot in the Champions League because, if you guys do not know, the winner of the Europa League is an automatic spot into the Champions League. So yes, Tottenham get the storybook ending towards Son's career at Spurs. Son wins the trophy without Harry Kane. Interesting. Spurs win a trophy. Simple. Crazy. And Man United are back to the drawing board after losing 2 Europa League finals in the last 5 years. Honestly, I blame them. I blame their coach. I blame the manager. I blame the players. I blame everyone. Man United is not the club to be in at this point. On the other side of Europe, we got Rabotis versus Chelsea. Conference League. This is the sub level of European football. I don't know why Chelsea's there. But anyways, they won 4-1. Jadon Sancho back to his best, scoring in the final. Palmer providing 2 beautiful assists to transform the game. And yeah, Chelsea are back on top, I guess.